Okay,
How wonderful. Stanley was alone.
oh,
Finally.
never mind.
This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I've wanted all along. I got what I wanted.
You know what to do.
I know.
Go back.
Okay.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort
Stupid
rushed
fucking
over him.
bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket.
Okay, I'm gonna say wait.
And entered
Okay.
the door on his left.
So I think you figured out that like a lot of this is like you get new endings if you do certain things, like the new inclusion of the new things, right? I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
figured that out, right?
Uh-huh.
You were close to another ending, I think, by following his instructions. I don't remember. I only remember 2 off the top of my head.
Okay. So don't
The other one
escape.
was don't escape. Yeah. Sorry, is that spoiler? Should I keep
No,
shut?
you're fine. Oh. Oh. Shut the fuck up.
Oh wait! Those are the other pictures then. Where they are.
Oh.
I know where one of them is.
416?
Oh.
Oh.
I know where number 2 is.
Okay.
That's about it.
Weird. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
Oh.
The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet
No.
believes it deserves
It's
the bucket.
mine.
I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Anything for you.
Can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship
You
is
can
purely
talk to the
superficial and
closet.
convenient? That your life is so banal
Yeah,
and
'cause he's hiding
meaningless
in
that
there.
you feel
Banal.
the same
No
sort of
word.
kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really
Stanley,
tell
say
the
a
broom
slur.
closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety
Lacking in
of
originality.
experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years.
I've only been holding this bucket for like 5 minutes.
No, it's an hour. I counted.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There. Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all
Yeah.
your meandering philosophical diatribes
Idiot.
about the nature of
I know what
cleaning
diatribes
supplies
are.
and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
My bucket.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
I'm not
upstairs
trashed,
to the
sorry.
boss's office.
Oh yeah, it did go this way. Oh, what the fuck was the code? It was 2845.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Oh, it worked.
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
Bucket knew all
Was
along.
the bucket guiding
Yeah, of
him?
course.
Yes.
That's the only
This
thing
is
that
certainly the
matters.
most
Is the
logical
bucket.
explanation.
Only the bucket. My bucket.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Sorry, that gasp was because I hurt my fucking leg.
I didn't hear it. I thought it was the bucket.
God fucking damn it. I didn't hear it, but I thought it was the bucket.
Yeah.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket
Fired.
in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Urgent. Employees should never under any circumstances attempt something. Person. I'm 247, right? Come on, give me the numbers back. 247.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
Yes.
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world. They
Do you want to do
high-fived
that?
in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
But I like dismantling the system.
What do you want to do? Okay, no more game. You turned off the just like close the application.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live.
Oh
once
my
they
god,
stepped
I'm
from
getting
the
married.
opposite
This is my wife,
Bucket wanted
guys.
This is the wife now.
Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Why?
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end.
What?
True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
I'll throw the bucket.
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
Oh.
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No. Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But
It is very dark.
At least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself. As long as I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
I guess. Fuck. Ugh, fine.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
You should grab the
The
bucket.
confusion and the chaos all
Oh, it's still
seemed to
mine.
melt away as Stanley
Yeah.
embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Man, you're such a good little worker drone.
Well, I'm gonna do the other thing now.
You're speed running to it.
Coming to
Go
a
down.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked
No, I
upstairs
die
to
when I
the
do that, right?
boss's office.
I don't. You died when you went to the escape room.
That's true. I wanna do
We
the
have not died in any other instance.
2, 8, 4, 5?
2845.
Oh.
Another miniature Stanley
Hooray!
figurine. This, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini-stands? Stanley figs? Or what about Stanlerines? Yes, I think I like that.
I like
Another
Stanlerines.
Stanlerine under your
I
belt.
don't like them. Okay. Oh. Ah! This one. I knew there was the fucking panda.
Dude. Crazy. What does the elevator do?
I think it just plays elevator music.
Why'd you go up? Why not down?
I don't get to pick.
You just picked right there.
Okay, well maybe I do get to pick.
Dude, I hate this mirror run. Can you please, like, shut it off? Editor, can you get quiet? Why'd you... Does it only...
Yeah.
Is that all it's for? It's just only for music?
It's only for music.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
You
to
ain't
discover
perfect.
not an indication of any human life.
Oops.
Crushed
You fucked
by
up.
the weight of
I
this
did.
revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical.
I'm not gonna have any music playing in the background until that fucking part of the video.
Oh my god, that's smart.
Stanley and the bucket
I feel like you
walked
could break
straight
this
ahead
up
through
into,
the
like,
large
two
door
things.
that
I'm
says
gonna have to.
Mind Control Facility.
Like, one could be the actual sequel part, one could just be the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I don't really have that much commentary.
No, I don't
really know
either at
what
this
to talk
point.
about.
It's a lot of
On an
listening.
enormous room packed with
Yeah.
television screens.
The one
What
person, the one guy I
horrible
watched who
secret did
played
this
it, he would
place
talk
hold?
back with the
Stanley
narrator,
and the
but like
bucket
that's a
both
problem
wondered
because
to themselves.
He keeps talking.
yeah.
You can't get a chance to get in between them, which we were doing earlier, but you know.
Oh, should we do it
Monitors
again?
jumped to life,
I mean,
and
we
Stanley
kinda
nearly dropped
are.
the bucket in shock.
No, we're just
Everyone
ignoring
in
him
the
right now.
office was
Well,
being
right now, yeah,
videotaped,
but
monitored like guinea pigs.
What are you
What's
talking
your
about?
favorite
Never
guinea
seen
pig?
anything like
Guin-
this,
uh,
and it very
I don't
nearly
know.
burst
The
into
ones that are
tears
Guinea
as
pig.
Stanley
okay.
cradled it gently, reassuring it
Look,
that
you gotta
both
think
of
on
them
your
would be
toes.
fine.
Bro.
How did they? Okay, that actually brings up a really great
Was the
discussion
bucket under
about
the
feet.
mind
So
control
you know how like
facility's
sometimes they say in like
influence as
medieval
well?
torture, they're like, oh,
Had
they
the
hung them
bucket
up by
been
their
told
finger,
to
like
do
their
things
toenails.
it didn't wish
Not
to do?
How
toenails.
did they do
What
it?
kinds of things does
Just
a bucket
toes.
want to do?
And with a
or
rope.
want to
Oh,
do in
I've
the
always heard it was
first place?
toenails
That's not a
These
thing.
questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble
or like
mind.
fingernails.
Mm.
Because I always wondered how
No,
they
they
do
just
that.
use
He
pliers
screamed
with
into
that.
the bucket.
Please,
He
no.
couldn't
Remember,
accept
nails are my
Ooh,
his
thing.
own life in someone else's
What do
control.
you mean nails are your
Never.
thing?
Ugh, no,
He
it's
squeezed
like the,
bucket tighter.
it's like,
Oh,
His
your ick.
one friend
yeah,
in
or
the
you're
entire
like
world.
your eyeballs.
At this point,
Yeah.
he could trust no one except
Sorry, it
the
took me a
bucket.
moment. I thought you were saying you're the only person in the world with
No.
fingernails. And I was
No.
like, I think that's a lie. But I
here
don't have
was
enough
the
proof to like dispute
The
it.
heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking,
Oh.
eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
Time to
Stanley
turn it
decided
back
that this
on.
machinery would never again exert its terrible power. But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
It was you
Stanley
all
gasped
along.
in horror. Had this been the bucket's plan all along? To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
What do you mean,
How could the
no?
bucket betray him
no.
like this? Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen.
What if it's
Oh,
just Among
fuck
Us?
yeah.
Oh wait.
Goals.
Silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
Oh. Ooh.
Yo.
Stanley
love
flipped
them.
through one video of silly birds after another.
Oh,
and then
That
it
one's
dawned.
really silly.
This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
Silly bird surveillance.
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions. Had the bucket known this all along? Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands, the one who had pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never
is
found
awesome.
freedom
Okay, that's
because
all
they
of them.
spent the rest of their lives.
What's your
here
favorite
in this
silly
place,
bird?
Flipping through live streams
I like the
of
penguins. The
silliest
penguins are really
birds.
silly.
I
I
like
like the
the
hummingbird
hummingbirds.
too.
Of
That one's
all
silly.
the possible paths his life
Aww.
could have taken,
Aw,
this
that one's silly.
was surely the best. And Stanley
Those two are
was
silly.
happy.
I'm actually on a run with enjoying this. These are burrowing owls. They're like the size of
I
a
know they are
can.
because
They're like the size of a beer can.
I know because I watched a movie about
Yeah,
it. and I
you
remember
watched
for
who?
some
The thing is, I read the book.
Yeah, but we got the book read aloud to us.
No,
All
I
his
read the book
co-workers were
on my
gone.
own.
What could it mean?
I had a friend who
Stanley
read like the
decided to go to the
sequels, and I only
meeting.
know that like
Warmth
there's Hoot,
spread
and
through
then
Stanley's
there's
eyes.
the
With
one
the
where the
bucket in his hands
alligators
again,
Chomp
he was
and
hoping.
Scat.
Yeah.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling
The
him
bucket's
that
calling
the
me.
employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Hello?
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I should see my wife with
No.
the bucket.
Said the bucket.
Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
Can you?
But
No,
Stanley
aw.
feared that any path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his dearest friend. So he threw himself to his death, that they might die in one another's arms.
Jesus,
How
Stanley, you
deeply
freak.
touching. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
No.
He'd never
You didn't
be
know I
alone
was
again, not
smiling. Shut
truly.
up.
Not with the bucket around.
You sound like you're smiling.
I am now. I was before,
I don't
too.
know. From.
This is different.
Oh, what the H?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
This is different.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Weird. I
But
don't know
Stanley
why
had
it's
felt
different.
the bucket calling to him.
I was gonna
telling
say,
him
when you're in
that
that
the
big room,
employee
look to the
lounge was
left.
simply the
Oh yeah,
place
the
to be.
collectible.
And here it was.
Did you see
Had
it?
the bucket turned
No,
out
I
to be
just know
correct,
that it's a
was
big
as
room
though,
with
never mind,
stacks.
the bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo
There he
lift,
is.
yes. Go there. Go to the cargo
Wait,
lift.
wait. The box is to your left.
Yeah. Oh.
No.
Ah, I see what you mean.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little
Yes,
Stanley
no, I like
figurines, and now
Stanlerines.
I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlets. What do you
Oh,
think? Stanley?
Figley's pretty good.
What name better encapsulates
What do you think,
the
Mira?
intrinsic sense of happiness?
I'm just
that
gonna
you get
humor
from
you,
seeing a
'cause they
small
both
number in
suck.
the corner of your screen go up by 1. Let me sit on
Can you
it.
shut up?
I'm sure it will come.
You're
My fucking
brilliant,
video,
mate.
bitch. Okay, this
I
fall
can't wait.
shouldn't kill me. It should just break my 2 legs, but I'm not gonna risk it because I have a feeling they're gonna be like, no, you killed yourself again for your bucket. Oh. Hello.
Ooh, what the scallop?
Oh. What the fuck? What the fuck?
What are those?
Help, help, the striped shirt savage is tearing off my arm. Ow, beware the referee of pain. I'm so confused. Ink is printer blood. That means every time you print a document, it is written in blood. Printing is a blood sport. Vegans shouldn't print. Printers are alive.
Okay, so true.
So true, bestie. The fuck?
Cassette tapes.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a
Narrator
lot of them
dialogue,
here.
narrator dialogue, narrator dialogue. Oh no. I'm gonna have a crisis again.
You're telling me you haven't been having a crisis?
Dude, no. Narrator. Oh no.
Okay, this is day number 295. Tape number.
Evidence
I don't even
252.
I've lost track. Nothing feels real anymore. The longer I study this
It's the
bucket,
fucking bucket. God damn
less
it.
sense anything makes. The sheer euphoria I feel every time
Are you sure it's
pick
not
it
a
up.
fetish?
No matter how many times
Don't
I've
ever suggest that.
always
I
the
think that's like
same
worse.
feeling.
Like, I was accepting it was kind of like a therapy tool or like trauma dumping. I didn't want to think that far into it being that. And
Come on.
I'm just gonna have to politely
You wouldn't
ask you to
describe
never-
therapy as
explanation for it.
euphoria. Come on now.
Still,
No, I'll describe it as
haven't
funny.
figured out why I see the world so differently when this bucket is in my arms. Why
Why is it called Evidence
everything
252?
feels so.
I don't know.
What do I do with this treasure? I can monetize it.
Mir when she puts me in a video. I can monetize love.
It's unthinkable the amounts of money people will pay for even just an hour with the bucket.
I could imagine this being Stanley's
This
voice.
is my golden ticket. But I have to be careful, because as soon as this gets out, there's going to be a target on my back. Even now, I don't know who might be trying to get... What's that? Who's there? Caporata.
What?
What if then it just goes, "Hello everybody, my name is Mark."
Shut the
Flyer."
fuck up. I don't know. Okay.
Is the phone ringing?
No.
No, in the game.
No.
The
Oh, it is.
It's a yellow one. No, right there.
Oh.
Hi, Stanley. Just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
My wife.
The bucket.
Oh, wait.
Dude, I can't believe we're having an affair.
The bucket's
What?
not here.
Oh, it's in the next room.
Oh,
Isn't
okay.
it?
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together. Stanley clutched
I'm
the
getting
bucket
my
the
wife.
stairs
to his
down?
chest and entered the door on his left.
That's the dream ending.
Oh. Well, is it gonna be the dream ending? Because remember, the endings changed the bucket.
That's true. Ugh.
Do whatever you want.
I'll go back to it. I'll
This
go back
was
to
not
it.
the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
I
It
want
should
to
have
see my
alarmed him, of
loving
course, because
wife.
buckets can't talk. But Stanley
Where
chose
is
not
she?
to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's
he
a pathway
unthinkingly
that
did
way.
whatever the bucket asked.
I missed my chance at this point, so whatever.
I don't know, parkour.
Wife time.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
This room isn't.
Stanley once again
Dark.
obeyed blindly.
Oh, that dark room. Loving wife.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley
Whoa.
and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak
My
to him.
house.
Why do you have like a pie cutter thing?
I
Pie
think
mold
it's
with-
a key for keys.
Why? Looks ugly. Dude, it's 0 o'clock, thank God.
You
I
got
hate
beats.
Look at the
And a
couch.
candle holder. Oh, she's there.
What a hottie. Quick, spray perfume into your mouth. Isn't that what they do like in the cartoons? They go,
No,
What's
that's a mouth. That's like a it's like Listerine.
oh.
Oh no.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Hey, sweetie.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
This is how I feel when you
Stanley,
keep talking about plants.
Can you hear me?
I'm like,
Listen
she's
to me.
trapped into the foliage.
It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
Everything for me.
You see, He's not listening.
I can hear
Wait,
you.
why
He's
is it
still
dark?
taking
Is it
orders from the
romantic?
bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
It is not a stupid hunk of metal.
Oh, F.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore.
No, I do. Please don't
From
leave
now
me.
on, he's just going
What do you
to
mean,
cling to
Mira?
this bucket,
Bucket
this
is
cold,
perfect.
empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
You believe I'm real, don't
No.
you, Stanley?
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an
Rhymes
amount
wanted
of
me to
water
text
from
you
one
that it is
room to
currently
another.
10 o'clock right now.
It is.
Yeah.
After this ending.
Oh my god, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket? Oh no. I'm having feelings. The bucket. No,
Oh.
no. What's going on?
Oh my God.
Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand.
So
Perhaps
romantic.
if I
I
had
know.
this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation. Stanley, give me the bucket.
How?
Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need
Oh.
it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Nuh-uh. He really, the bucket just told Stanley just to go, nuh-uh. Stanley, give me the bucket! Give me the bucket! Nuh-uh.